Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss Fallah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. Is it nice and sunny where you're at?
Yes, actually it is.
Oh,
But I don't know. But I don't know if it's warm outside because there's lots of snow out there. So, but it is sunny.
oh, we got 80 degrees today, so we're doing good over here. And
That's good.
wherever anybody else is listening, I hope they have wonderful weather too. So let's get into this. Let's talk about your badass rocker chick self. Number one, I was grabbed and intrigued because Bon Jovi, Billy Idol, and Green Day are your influences. Being an original Jersey girl, I am the biggest Bon Jovi fan probably in the world.
Great.
And
That's
then
awesome.
when you sent me the tracks and I listened to them, I felt the old school badass chicks like the Runaways, and I felt Lita. So tell me how your sound has evolved and how you evolved into the sound that you are.
Oh, it took me a while to, create that sound. I just started listening to Green Day first to try to feel their edge. And then I went into Bon Jovi, and then somehow Billy Idol just got pushed in. So I'm just listening to them and learning from them how they're playing their music and how they're writing their songs and how they're singing also. So I'm just grabbing from the male artists. I listen to more male singers because I'm trying to get that edge in my voice. But I still like female singers, of course, but I'm more influenced by the male.
No, I understand. I understand completely what you're saying because there is a different tone, a different edge, and I completely get that. So once you evolved into the or the beginning of the evolution, you then went to England to record?
Yes, to record my first EP. Yeah.
So tell me about working with Stuart Epps.
Stuart Epps was amazing. They took care of me there. They fed me lunch. They gave me the proper drinks to soothe my throat because I couldn't have dairy. So they gave me lots of tea, warm tea with honey and lemon. The band that I had were amazing. So we had 1 week with everybody was great. I was jet lagged for the first day, but I went right into it and I got over it. But it was work. It was great. Loved it. Yeah.
And then so what happened is after your recording with Stuart Epps, you then released your self-titled EP via iTunes, correct? Where it can still be purchased?
Yes. It's still there, yeah.
And what year was that?
That was 2012. I released it, but I recorded it in 2011.
2012,
so near
2011?
It was around that time, yeah.
So then did you take some time off intentionally, or did you just take some time off to be creative? Because it wasn't until 2016 that you went to Nashville, right? And worked with Kent Wells?
I did release a single called The Front Line in 2015. And it's just that I was working on a record at that time, and then Nashville came about. But then in Nashville, I had to write new material. So Frontline was just like a single, and then I went to Nashville. So yeah, there was I was also writing a lot of songs, but Nashville was incredible. I loved going to Nashville. It's Music City.
It's Music City. It's one of my favorite places on earth.
Everybody is nice. Everybody's a musician. It's like, some people are even famous, and I might not even know them, and they're right in front of me, because of the country scene. So
yeah. But
there's
it's
a lot of
because if you walk down the main strip there, or even if you go to the Ryman, it's so crazy. Like everybody respects each other's genre, which is I don't think I found that anywhere else. Traveling for music events is as much as everybody respects each other in Nashville. I think it's one of the dopest places ever.
Being in Nashville, I felt like, wow, this is like home for the musicians.
Yeah.
When I was there, I felt loved and supported. I come back home and I'm like, oh, I am competing with everybody. But there, I didn't feel that competition. Like I didn't feel I had to compete to fit in. They just accepted me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
No,
different.
absolutely.
It's very different. Yeah, it's very different.
So tell me about what kind of shows you do, what kind of touring you do. I know you're from Canada, right? Ontario.
Canada, Ottawa, Ontario. Yeah.
So tell me about what the touring's like out there, the show scheduling is like out there.
Oh, it's getting harder now. I hear it's like I used to do a lot of open mics. Now I just do like gigs or shows, and open up for bands, do festivals. But my gosh, getting paid is so hard. Like they just want you to go there, make the money at the bar, have cover at the door, and I'm like, but cover is if people want to tip you and if they want to give you the money, and it's like, can I just have some upfront payment? You know,
Yeah.
it's hard, but but in the end, for me, I would like some money. But in the end, I just love being on that stage and getting heard from the people in the room, at least. So,
Well, I mean, that's
but,
like one of the greatest things, in my opinion, is festivals, because it opens you up to a whole massive crowd that may not have heard you otherwise. So festivals, it's like a handshaking thing, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I love the stages at the festival because it's bigger.
Yeah.
And then the sound just goes out there, outside. It just goes so far. I love it.
And what is your dream festival to play? Do you have one?
Oh, is it Times Square?
New York?
Yeah.
That's
I would love to perform. I would love to perform in New York.
Well, just make sure you do it in the springtime, because otherwise it's way too cold.
Oh, yeah. Good to know. Good to know.
So what's the next step for you? What are you working on right now?
Well, I'm actually with a label right now. I just got with the label. So,
congratulations. What's the name of the label?
Dance Plant Records. It's based in Montreal, just 2 hours away from me. It's not bad of a drive. Actually, it's nice.
So what are their plans for you? What are your plans with them? What do you hope to accomplish in the near future?
In the near future, I hope to get my songs on some mainstream radio.
Well, that's amazing. Do you have new music? When's your next release coming out? Do you have a date or a song that you're planning on releasing?
I am actually still writing some new songs, so I don't have anything set just yet. But maybe by the end of the year, maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
Well, hey, that's something to shoot for this year. Absolutely. So tell everybody where they can purchase your music, where they can find you. I know you have a website that's self-entitled. So tell everybody where to find you.
All right, so my official website is sabrinafallah.com, and on my website, at the top, you can see my Instagram, my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, and just follow me if you want to know what's happening next. I love to meet new people, and I will follow back, so it's fun.
Well, amazing, and you are amazing at social media. I was actually talking to my staff, who you've talked to a few of them, and I said, I need to hire her to do our social media. She's on it. She is on it. All right, Miss Sabrina. Well, I'm going to get you on air right now, and I got your tracks already playing. It was a pleasure. I love the songs. Actually, Frontline was stuck in my head last night because we played it last night.
Oh, thank you.
It's just one of those songs that's totally just gets stuck in your head. I dig that. I dig the fact that, you pull from all different types of artists to find your own sound and what makes you happy. So I absolutely dig that. And I wish you nothing but the best, but keep us informed with new music, okay?
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Sabrina. Bye-bye.